So you've probably heard about Google's NotebookLM. But what is it really? And more importantly, why would you use it instead of something like ChatGPT? We're going to break that down. And trust me, the answer is way more interesting than you'd expect.
Okay, so to really get why NotebookLM is such a big deal, we first have to talk about a problem, a really common problem that I'm sure you run into if you've used AI at all.
You know that feeling, right? You ask a chatbot for a simple fact, and it gives you this answer that sounds so perfect, so confident, but it turns out to be totally made up. It's frustrating, and it really makes you question if you can trust these tools.
Well, this thing has a name. It's called an AI hallucination. Basically, the AI is inventing information. See, its main job is to predict the next logical word in a sentence, not to actually verify facts. And that is the exact problem that NotebookLM was built to solve.
So how does it solve this massive problem? Well, the first step is to stop thinking about NotebookLM as just another chatbot. It's not. It's in a completely different category. NotebookLM is your own personal research assistant. And here is the absolute key difference. Its entire universe of knowledge comes only from the sources you give it. That's it. It knows nothing outside of that bubble you create for it.
Here's a good way to picture it. A general chatbot like ChatGPT is trying to drink from the fire hose of the entire internet. It's just a chaotic mess of information, which is why it can hallucinate. But NotebookLM? It only drinks from the water bottle you hand it, your specific sources. This makes it a super-focused specialist researcher, not some general-purpose chatterbox.
And this brings us to the real magic of NotebookLM. You know, what sounds like its biggest limitation is actually its greatest strength.
This quote just nails it. The AI is source-grounded. That means every single answer it gives you is tied directly back to the documents you control. It's not secretly Googling things in the background. And that right there builds an incredible amount of trust.
And getting your stuff in there, it could not be easier. You can upload PDFs and documents, paste in links to websites or even YouTube videos, and yeah, it'll actually read the transcript for you. Or you can just connect it straight to your Google Drive to pull in your docs, sheets, and slides. In literally just a few minutes, you've built your own little private expert knowledge base.
All right, so what happens when you have a tool that's completely grounded in your own sources? Well, you get what I honestly think is its absolute killer feature: answers that come with built-in proof.
Let's imagine you've loaded it up with a bunch of your marketing documents. Now you can ask it a really specific question, like, hey, what's the key difference between a marketing strategy and marketing tactics? And boom, NotebookLM gives you a clean, straight-up answer. But look closer. See those little numbers there, the 1 and the 2? Those are citations, and this, my friends, is where the magic really happens.
Because when you click on one of those citations, say number 1, it doesn't just tell you the file name. No way. It shows you the exact passage from your own document that it used to generate that part of the answer. That right there, that's the proof.
So what does this really mean? It means the guesswork is gone. You never, ever have to sit there wondering, did the AI just make that up? You can instantly verify every single claim it makes because it literally shows you its work.
So once you get to a point where you can completely trust your AI's outputs, well, it stops being just a research tool. It becomes a powerful engine for creating things.
Since you know all the info is solid, because it's your info, you can confidently ask NotebookLM to start generating all kinds of assets. It can turn your research into professional slide decks, create infographics, organize data into tables. It can even whip up study guides, quizzes, and podcast-style audio discussions about your materials.
So when you put all of this together, you start to realize NotebookLM isn't just an alternative to ChatGPT. It represents a fundamental shift in how we can partner up with AI.
We're moving away from this idea of one single, all-knowing AI that might get things wrong, and we're moving towards creating these personalized, verifiable AI partners that really act as an extension of our own knowledge. It's an expert in your world because you're the one who taught it.
And that leaves us with a really big question to think about. As AI tools get more and more personal and specialized like this, how is that going to change the very nature of how we research, how we learn, and how we create? It's a pretty exciting future to consider.